Hey Kamahi, I have a question. What would you do if you had legs?
I know. Finally proved that I'm the best fruit.
And how would you do that? Well, that would be brutal.
I know, right?
Welcome to Wolfesphere, a 2D Castlevania brawler based on Slavic mythology. You, the player, have the goal of making your way from your forest home into the depths of the castle to confront the king Bodjanoi himself. Getting to that point won't be easy though. Along the way, you'll encounter many enemies that will try to waylay you on your journey, and you'll have to defeat them in order to continue. Aesthetically speaking, the game has a basis in fairy tale illustration, akin to the one seen in the movie Secret of Kells. This style can be seen in the fluidity of the lines, as well as the use of spiral motifs and simplicity of shapes. Design-wise, since our game revolves quite heavily on Slavic mythological lore, we've adopted many of its figures, ranging from the universally known Baba Yaga to the lesser-known Bogatyr, Mavka, and of course Bodjanoi himself. Naturally, since our game is a Metroidvania, we decided to take the non-linear approach. While your final goal is to defeat Bodjanoi, navigating to his throne room is not a straightforward task by any means. To open the door to Bodjanoi's chamber, you must both ascend the castle's peaking towers, as well as descend into its deepest crypts. Once you have pulled all the levers in both these locations, you're free to enter the throne room and show that nasty frog what he deserves. But you shouldn't get ahead of yourself. You'll have to clear any obstacles you encounter using your movement set. You'll have to perform acts such as simple jumping, complex platforming, wall jumping, and dashing in order to traverse the castle's treacherous environment. Of course, not all obstacles are necessarily ones that can be jumped on. Some will need you to get your hands dirty. You have a powerful arsenal at your disposal to defeat your foes. A simple but reliable basic attack will do the job with head-to-head combat, though a slow but powerful ground slam will deal with enemies on all fronts. Linking these attacks together in combat will be vital to dealing with bigger hordes fluidly, though keep in mind to use your magic attack when confronted with particularly powerful or bothersome foes. With the focus that is put on fast-paced combat and non-linear exploration, Wolfesphere is guaranteed to be fun for fans of the side-scroller brawling genre. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll hope you'll enjoy playing Wolfesphere.
Nola babes dezaket alaba idekorengandik, zirrikitu txikienetik ere sartzeko gai bada.
Urko, zure alaba babes dezaket, baina zure laguntza beharko dut. Zatoz nigana.
Erik is an isometric exploration game set in the magical world of Basque folklore. In it, you play as Orker, a blacksmith on Embrace on a journey to find the rare ingredients necessary to heal his daughter, who has been poisoned by the malevolent god Ideko. Orker is followed closely by a magical companion, the Oskilori, who will help you on your quest by healing you, guiding you in the map, and even allowing you to defeat many foes at once with his super. and Erik, the player will encounter different types of characters, friends of hosts, all inspired from the Basque mythology. Pasahan, Kalsahori, Sorginiak, Hentiak, Lemia. Erik is available in English, Spanish, and Euskera and features an original soundtrack based on a traditional Basque country. Our main goal with Erik was to allow players to have an enjoyable experience while discovering the rich Basque culture and mythology. Thanks for watching, and we hope you enjoyed playing Erik.
Tales takes place inside the human body of a person infected by an evil zombie virus. In this 2D platformer and run and gun, you have to make your way fighting against hordes of enemies, traverse through different parts of the body, and reach with their own environment. Will you be able to disinfect your patient?
As base mechanics, you can move around and shoot. You can also use a dash or a double jump in order to get an extra impulse. Finally, there is a super shot, a powerful attack with which you can clear many waves of enemies with a single blow. To do so, you will have to refill your combo counter by defeating enemies.
There is a wide variety of enemies too, each one with its own behavior, from grounded bacteriophages to flying viruses, from shooting mechanics to spawning enemies, or even splitting mitoses. You'll never know what to expect when you're exploring the dark alleys of the human body.
Therefore, your skills will be tested along the game. First, you're injected in the veins. Revive the heart, activating its motor, and travel on blood cells.
Another location is the stomach, which resembles a food processing factory. Be aware of the smashing machines and running tracks, but not only that, avoid the dangerous acid that suddenly increases its level from time to time.
Throughout our journey, we also get to the lungs, An extensive forest of alveoli where keeping the higher ground is vital for survival. Bounce on alveoli, jump through the scattered trees and fly to the top of the level.
There are many other levels to explore, and we invite you to discover them. We are Doxa Productions, and we hope you will enjoy playing Entails. Thank you all for listening.
Hi everyone, I'm John from Home Studios, and today we will be presenting you our game, Mundo Hunter. In Mundo Hunter, you can put yourself in the shoes of Francesco, a Venetian citizen from the 18th century who has been victim of a strange curse that slowly transforms his body. Make your way through the Venetian carnivals in this stealth platformer game and find the bishop that will remove your curse. Francesco's arm has turned into this monstrous and powerful entity, and he can use it to jump around and grab onto rings to propel himself, thanks to his power to stretch and reach far-off distances. However, the bizarre look of your new appendix could scare anyone, so moving around without being noticed is key to guarantee that you will reach your destination. Avoid areas with light and lurk through the shadows, where civilians won't be able to spot you. Be careful though, because some people carry lamps with themselves. Your new abilities don't stop here though. Everyone in the Venetian carnival wear masks to protect their identity and remain secret, so you can use your arm to steal them from a distance and reveal who they are. You probably wouldn't want to be recognized during a carnival, so these civilians will not pose a threat anymore. Once you steal them, you can wear this mask for a few seconds to protect your identity too, so you can walk through lit zones without any risks. Stealing masks is not the only way to interact with the enemies though, since vases can also be broken in order to make a sound that will distract them. Summarizing, move around using your arm, avoid zones with light, and steal masks to remain unnoticed. Explore some of the most iconic and important landmarks of Venice, brought to the game in a 19th century impressionistic style, heavily inspired in Venetian paintings. In fact, to achieve the best result, each asset of the game had to be painted twice, both with and without light, and always trying to respect the unique brushstrokes of the Impressionism. This unique visual style, combined with a distinctive selection of mechanics, make for a pure stealth game that is engaging to play and beautiful to look at. Find your way through Venice without raising any suspicions, and cure Francesco from the curse that he has to carry.
are Orion Studios, formed by Peñat Morissette, Emilia Paredes, Iñaki Jimenez, Javier Tapur, Marc Mirapeix, Paolo Marcos, and Roberto Acer. And we're glad to present to you our game Orion, created from our own 3D engine. You're thrown into space with a mission to get to your mothership. In this third-person spaceship shooter, the player has to go quickly from A to B, passing through rings and killing enemies. You will begin alone in the middle of the space, with asteroids, rocks, and enemies blocking your way. You'll have to escape and find your way to the ship by following different rings. If enemies detect you, they will try to take your ship down, so be careful. Use the boost to go faster from one ring to another. Remember, the more you enter to the deep space, more dark places you'll find. Each level comes with its own difficulty. There are new and different obstacles, and your superior has commanded you to be careful. Spaceships are not cheap. Evade the obstacles as well as you can if you want to survive. Even trying your best, enemies could find you. Enemies will block your path as well as the rings, and you will have to be faster. Try to shoot them before they shoot at you. Destroy them, and the following ring will be available for you to go through. As you go through the Starfighter missions, you get a better reputation, and more enemies will be blocking your progress. Would you be able to complete your mission? Orion, now available.
Hello, we are Los del Tank Studios and we are here to introduce you Toy Tank. Toy Tank is a game where you have to go from point A to point B using your tank's skills. These skills include shooting and throwing mines. What is a platformer without jumps, right? You can use the mine also for jumping instead of only for doing damage to other enemies. To advance through the game, you need to get the keys that are inside the levels that you already have. These keys are hidden through the levels, and you need to be very careful to don't forget them. Another collectible that we find inside the levels are the screws. These screws can heal you up. You can find a lot of them on the floor of the levels and also hidden inside some of the objects and some of the enemies. Will you be able of finding all of them before you finish the level? Now let's go through the levels. First we have the tutorial level where you escape from the closet and learn the basics of the game. These basics include facing your first enemies and trying to destroy them, and also solving some simple puzzles. After this you arrive to the city, where you challenge your vertigo and your jumping ability. In this level you will also face new enemies. These enemies are the flying enemy, that is like a turret that chases you flying, and also the kamikaze, that if it catch you, it will explode and throw you away. In the TV level, you will be switching from digital to analogical world, changing some of the rules of the game and opening new paths. But be careful because this will also affect to the enemies. Here we will also see some tapes that speed you up. And also the hammers that will try to smash you. Now let's see the minigames. In the target level, you need to shoot at the maximum amount of objectives in the given time. Also, we have the whiteboard level, where you need to destroy all the turrets to escape from it and go back to the real life. And last but not least, we have the mighty toy destroyer Zeppelin. He will be changing the shape of the floor, so be careful with it. And also he will be throwing you missiles and spawning enemies. You need to advance on its faces to get the freedom. So you will be able to escape from your room, at least in Toy Tank, that will be available soon.
Hello and welcome to Astra. Dance all night while enjoying an open bar full of life-changing experiences. Other discos are afraid of going over the energy consumption limits, but not us. These generators provide us with 100% non-renewable energy to provide you the sense of non-stop party only Astra can provide. So please, be careful with them. Stealing them took quite an effort. Anyway, as I was saying, we have plenty of things to entertain yourself with here in Astra. Wanna dance? You will love our unique spaces. Maybe you want a snack? Just serve yourself. Our friendly local mafia will organize a warm welcome in your behalf. And let's not forget about our top-tier security bots, designed and built to keep everything under control, so no one makes this party stop. And now with only 25-hour-long shifts, our staff will always be ready for you. And please, when you come, try our totally new and tested jump-pad technology that will impulse you to another world. See you in Astra! Astra shall not be held responsible or liable for any injury, accident, loss, misfortune, or damage of any kind to property or person.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Alexandre Corsia, one of the members of Square Root, and I'm here to talk to you about a secret project, Project Senko. Project Senko is a third-person hack-and-slash game where you will have to use your mobility, your abilities, and the environment to defeat hordes of enemies. You will be playing as Senko, a young man whose past is troubling. When he was a child, he was used as a test subject for genetic experimentations by enhancement projects. He then grew up having superhuman abilities you will now use against an extremely dangerous alien invasion. His set of skills are based on knowledge on combat techniques, also called COMBOS, also called combos, which will come very handy against these enemies. When it comes to his superhuman abilities, you will have to use them wisely in order to be victorious. You will be able to dash, use your electrify hits, gain power to use in multi-targeting teleportation, and all of that among others. This game will provide the player with amazing visuals full of lights and a dip into a post-apocalyptic world while exploring the intricate ways of an abandoned city. There, Senko will have to face different types of aliens who will try to stop him. For example, the kamikaze explosive fly, the slicing mantis, and the shooting mantis. You really should be careful with them. Dodge the alien invaders and their different attacks, as well as the hazards they're creating while destroying the city. However, when reaching the core of the city, you will have to face your fears and fight the Bug Chieftain, the leader of the invasion. You will have to use all of your powers wisely in order to win against this final boss in a last standoff against him and his army, and he will be using unexpected powerful attacks. Be careful to learn your abilities well in order to defeat the last invader scum in an epic final battle to free the city from their claws. Thank you very much for watching. From all the team at Square Root, we hope you download Project Senko.
In a world corrupted by an evil corporation, the lower folk struggle to breathe among the pestilent fumes of a decaying robotic society. But a simple child, forsaken by her own father, will fight to get justice and kick some metal ass! Roomba Corp presents the long-awaited sequel to the legendary saga, Quest for Papa Reloaded. Rated R for ready. Follow Roach the Scrapper in a story of rusty characters and crooked paths to get her final revenge. Wait, what? Oh, she's not gonna like this. Shoot, break, scrap, and show those metallic who's in charge. Cause Roach is here, and she won't have mercy or fear. Quest for Papa Reloaded. Available now on VHS.
Hello everyone! From the Roomba Corp team, we'd like to thank you all for sticking with us during the development of Quest for Papa Reloaded. We are very proud of our finished product and we'd love to share it with all of you. So, without further ado, let's start! In this game, you take control of Roach, the scrapper who, at a young age, was thrown into the slums by their own father through a bet he lost. Now, Roach needs to find a way into the casino they last saw him, and they are not taking no for an answer. Follow Roach's quest through the streets of Roomba City in this action-packed top-down 3D shooter. Thing is, these robots won't go without a fight. The Gunneroid, the basic shooter. The Cyber Fist, who does close combat. The Mecha Bomber, who launches bombs in an area. The Snipatron, the sniper in the sewers. And the Kamikatron, the tiny kamikaze robot. Some of them even have upgraded counterparts. Try dodging their bullets using your roll ability. Hidden in boxes around the city, you'll find a variety of weapons, like the Thief Street, the Hearing Aid, the Blade Station, and many more, each with its unique function. Choose your favorite to take those pesky bots out of your way. Tired of all the quick-paced action? You can take a break at the Yakanchuk, the local scrapper hub. There you'll find a variety of characters you can talk to. Fish Sticks, the talking fridge robot. Calendula, the sketchy medical mechanic, a medicanic if you will. And Chusta, your lifelong friend who's always there for you. Some characters will help you on your way. Some will try to stop you. And others, well, it's best you see it for yourself. In the name of the team, thank you all for your support, and make sure you follow us on our Twitter account and you join our Discord server. Thank you very much.